How y'all doing this morning? It's your boy Bugatti NYC, and like I always tell you, you could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. Hope everybody's having a fantastic morning today. Let me get the cameras right so we can get in there and do what we got to do. Hope everybody's good. Yes, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. I already know everybody's wiping the cold out of their eyes, trying to make sure that you're looking presentable. So let's go ahead and take care of that. Let's get presentation taken care of. Let's go ahead and do that. And now we straight. Let me get this light right. How you guys doing today? And without any further ado, like I always tell you, you could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. Going over to the website, get yourself some merch so you can look like your boy. Go ahead and get one of these pieces and let me know what you guys think about the merch that we got going on over there. Still trying to get everything coordinated. Appreciate the fact that you guys are patient with me. We got a 11? No, we got a 12 clip today, and it's a really good 12 clip. We got some information that is going to make you guys laugh. We got a couple of informative things going on with this crazy border situation that we're probably going to be hearing about for the next year or so, because there's a lot of stuff that has to be taken care of with the border. Let's go ahead and hit this title up, y'all. Let's go. Let's hit this title. You're fired. Y'all remember that? Remember the show Trump used to be the host of? He had his own show called You're Fired. Yeah, well, he fired 20 inspector generals yesterday. One newscast company said 17, the other one said 20. I decided to go ahead and round it up to the nearest 10, and that's why I got 20, just being fair and honest to you guys. We also got the border czar, Tom Homan, who shuts down rumors that ICE went into schools. He's trying to say that they're basically hyping up the news and saying all of this stuff about how hard ICE is going at families, at children, at parents, and basically trying to make them look like the bad guys when it's basically not that. So Tom has something to say about that in defense of what the Democrats is what he's saying, are saying about the way that they're treating, how they're going about, arresting and tracking all of the illegal migrants. Also got federal security bus smuggling ring with over $200 million worth of counterfeit goods. That's right, y'all, your Gucci bags, your Louis Vuittons, them fake belts, all the stuff that people be wearing. I would never think, and you probably would never think that either, that it could even equate to $200 million. $200 million is a lot of money, and even when it's false stuff, it's still a lot of money. So yes, there's a big federal security bust of a smuggling ring of over $200 million worth of counterfeit goods. Since we do have a 12-pack, y'all already know what I'm gonna say. Let's get into it. Hope everybody's having a good morning. Hope everybody had a good rest, because you definitely deserve it. No, we've been going through a lot. This has been a real eventful top of January. It's not like it's been holding back on weather, hasn't been holding back on crime, hasn't been holding back on every day being suspenseful and not knowing what's going on. So just hope everybody's having a good day today. Let's see what Tom Homan has to say about him shutting down the rumors of ICE going into schools and putting fear in the communities. Let's do that.
Us now. Thank you very much, sir, for being here. So much that we want to ask you. First up, is the president happy with this progress?
No, I think the president's happy, but we're going to make him a lot happier. Yesterday was just day one, and these raids are going to go out throughout the country. We're not going to let up. We put our foot on the gas, and we're going to go. And as I explained to several stations yesterday, the aperture can continue to grow. Right now, we're concentrating on public safety threats and national security threats, but as we open up that aperture, looking for fugitives, those who had due process at great taxpayer expense, there's over 1 million of them, 1.4 million, they're on the table. Anybody in the country illegally, they're on the table, but we're going to go after them in a prioritization that makes sense. The worst first.
So let me ask you a couple of questions about your trip to Chicago. First of all, why did you want to go to Chicago? Will you be going to more cities like Chicago? And what was the reaction like when you talked to local forces there, like the local police?
Well, look, I went to Chicago a couple times, met with black pastors, met with the community. They're begging for ICE enforcement action because of the crime in Chicago. I made a commitment to them that we'd be out there. I also made a commitment to the mayor of Chicago that I'm.
So it seems as if maybe the activists and people like that are, really pushing back and using their platform to talk about, what's happening. But it seems as if the people in Chicago, the people that's on the ground, they're basically inviting ICE to come and do what they got to do. What you guys feel about this? Because they say that this is the reason why Trump basically made it into office with the migrant situation and where our economy is at. What do you guys think about this? How you guys doing this morning? Nice and early. He said, "Let's go, Trump." This guy's watching TV as if he's working in Wall Street. Ha, that's a good one. Let's keep it going.
I'm coming to Chicago, even though he said I wasn't welcomed, and along with Governor Pritzker. And plus, just a few days ago, Pritzker did put on social media that ICE was in an elementary school. I wanted to make a point that ICE is going to do that job, regardless if they're going to help us or not. As far as the local community, nothing but cheers walking to the airport, cheers walking, through the streets. We stopped at a police station to take a nature break, and we went on the road so long. And every uniform in that building walked up, shook our hands, and thanked us for being there and helping them make their communities more safe.
Okay, so Tom, we're looking at video on our screen, for example, from Chicago over the weekend. Particularly the last video was on Sunday. Okay, here's another video. One was the agents knocking on the person's door, pulling him outside and bringing him out to the federal vehicle. So can you give us some sense, like, are every single one of these people, are they criminals, gang members, every single one of them? What exactly have you been able to determine, and what can you tell us?
Yesterday, during the operation I was part of, I can tell you we arrested more than 9 TDA members, 10 Iowa members. A couple of them are being criminally prosecuted because one of them was selling weapons. Here's an illegal alien gang member in the United States selling guns, illegal guns, to other gang members. And some of these guns had what they call a switch. The switch is added to the gun to make it fully automatic. It turns a Glock handgun into a machine gun. So we arrested a lot of TDA members.
So that's crazy. They caught them, they were selling hammers to other gang members. So let's go ahead and give them a thumbs up for that, guys, because you never know who could have got caught up in that. And there was definitely a chance of people getting hurt. So I don't know how we got all of these gangsters and these thugs and all of these crazy people out here that's really championing these criminals. But, and we got to defend ourselves and say, oh, is it okay to go get them? How do you guys feel about this? This is crazy. This is crazy. What's going on right here? What we got here? Let's go Trump, Polaris Mafia, Ski Biddy, Toilet Brush, Deport the Illegals. What's this one? Forget about the content. I have Woman's for sale. Cages locked, 1600. Nah, bruh, we ain't doing that. We can't do that up in here. Let's go, y'all.
And then we arrested 2 illegal aliens that had murder convictions that were walking the street. We arrested at least 7 sexual predators, mostly child predators. We arrested people with assault allegations, extreme sexual assault. These are all bad people, public safety threats. They shouldn't be walking the streets of Chicago. If they weren't a sanctuary city, we should have arrested them in the safety and security of a jail rather than releasing them in the community, put the community at greater risk of crime and assaults.
So something crazy happened in Chicago at the end of last week. 2 Secret Service agents went to a local elementary school because they were running down a threat that was made on TikTok. They identified themselves to the school principal. They even left cards saying, look, if you want to get back to us, here's how you get back to us. Suddenly the story became that it was ICE agents who went to this school, Tom. And Pedro Martinez, the Chicago Public Schools CEO, said this. Listen here.
We had individuals that came to one of our schools, Hamlin Elementary School, that presented credentials and shared that they were from ICE. And so our staff followed the protocols. We were very clear with them. We've been training our principals, our security guards, any front office staff to making sure that they know that we are not to share any information with anybody from the Immigration Department or ICE.
So not only did the CEO of Chicago Public Schools pass off misinformation about U.S. Secret Service agents who were interpreted to be ICE, but listen to what J.B. Pritzker, the governor of Illinois, said after that. After a week of Republicans sowing fear and chaos, the first reports of raids in Chicago are at an elementary school targeting.
I don't know why they're doing that. It just seems as if they just want to spew rhetoric to make people scared. So basically, right there, y'all, that's what Tom Homan was just trying to say. He's basically trying to say that Democrats and other people in different parties are trying to scare people to make them look bad, to make them, the ICE agents, to make Tom Homan President Trump and for what he's doing right now, to make them look bad. And it's a good tactic. If you're smart, you basically can see through it. A lot of people are going to take it as in face value of what's being portrayed to them. So what you guys think about this? I mean, it's kind of crazy, but I think it's actually good in that they're getting these people out. It seems like they got people that are murderers, actual predators, and people that's harming the community, especially those people that's harming the children. That's something that we really need to pay attention to and make sure that we get them up out of here. Remember, you guys, it's 500,000 500,000 migrant children that's roaming about the United States that we have to try to locate. So all of that trying to be hardcore all the time, think about that when you're thinking about being hardcore and being hard on people like this, because there's going to be a lot of lives saved about that. At least think about that part. Now to another story you probably see up here. You see these two right there? You see those two right there, y'all? That's Michelle. I'm going to say her first because you know how the game go, the ladies first. Michelle and Barack Obama. And for some reason, the pot has been churning and stirring up where everybody's saying that Barack has been seen with Jennifer Aniston, that Michelle didn't want to go to the inauguration or to the inauguration with him because they don't see eye to eye. Now it's being said that there's going to be a possible divorce by Michelle and Barack Obama. So the power couple, they're getting divorced. I don't see why it's not possible. Jeff Bezos and all of these billionaires, they can get divorced. How come they can't? Let's look into the story a little bit and see what they're talking about with this possible divorce of the Obama clan. Check this out.
Speaking of polarising, and Meghan McCain, she's had a fair bit to say about a few things this week, including fueling rumours about a potential Obama divorce. Now, is this just scandalous, and is there anything to this?
Well, I think Meghan McCain probably has better contacts than I do. And she was on her podcast. She said, I have been hearing this rumor that the Obamas are getting a divorce by reputable people, very serious journalists telling her that they're hearing that the Obama divorce rumors are true. I think that is much more likely than Obama and Jennifer Aniston. But yeah, I am surprised that this keeps coming up. Could Michelle Obama just be protesting any sort of association with the new administration? Perhaps, but there is talk that there is a divorce on the horizon around the United States.
Uh-oh.
And look, to be honest, being involved in politics, and particularly at that very senior level, must be absolutely exhausting. And I'm sure out of over such a long period of time, Michelle's probably a little bit over it and would rather be doing other things. Now, one of the big eye-raising moments during the US presidential election campaign was when former...
All right, y'all. That's basically it. Not too much about it. They're keeping it kind of under wraps. If I find out a little more about it, we'll get into it and see. But you know what they say, where there's smoke, there's fire. So you guys let me know what you think. Do you think it's a possibility that the Obamas are going to get a divorce? I know the possibility is definitely there, but what do you guys think? I actually think that they could possibly be getting a divorce. You don't really see people staying together that long too much anymore. Traditional marriages aren't lasting as long. And when you look at statistics, marriages really aren't lasting as long as they used to. It's a lot of independence going on out here. Nothing wrong with that, but it's just what's going on. Let me see what we got to say in here. The space between. Who cares, brother? I know I don't. I'm going to put that on the extra part of it because I don't, but it's news, so I got to cover it. This blacks just can't stay married. It's not just blacks. A lot of people can't stay married. I couldn't stay married. Chad C. Split it up. Too many gills, nay. Barack and Michelle Aman Altamaga. What's that, Dr. Mummy? Yeah. Same-sex marriages never last. That was a good one. Did you guys see that Ellen clip where Michelle was dancing with the white pants on and there was something going like this in the front, down here? Y'all see that? And there was a little, what's his name? A little bulgy A little bulge going on down there. Did you guys see that? How many people saw that Ellen clip when Michelle was dancing? Oh, that's what y'all talking about. Thank you so much for finally putting me on to what y'all meant by that. Now I get what you mean. Y'all was saying to flip the camera, but you never told me to flip this right here is what you mean. Oh my God, that's dope. Thank you so much. I will do it. I gotta figure out how to do it now. But thank you so much because I'm over here trying to figure out, is it this camera that they want me to flip? Or is it like, what are they talking about? Because if I flip this camera, I can't see the content. So I get what you guys are saying. And yeah. I gotta do that because if it's so it's reading from this direct. All right, y'all, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. Do me a favor, double tap the screen if you like the content that we got going on so far. And I'm so excited right now just because of something small like that, because I was trying to figure out what y'all was talking about. Thank you so much. That's what's up. Two Minneapolis council members encourage Target boycott over DEI changes. I saw this yesterday and I went into a couple of the backlog stories as well, which said they tried to shift the narrative, but they're basically trying to say, oh, African American people are not going to be able to have their products in Target. And they were trying to make it like where it had to do with race. This does not have to do with race. When they're saying DEI, they're talking about this. They're talking about the broken-wristed clique that you guys are trying to force on the rest of the United States of America with all of your propaganda and the way that you spew it. They're talking about the way that you're trying to force these types of companies to be pushed into corporate America, into stores, as well as books that you're trying to get our children to read and stuff like that. They're not focusing and talking about this color when they're talking about DEI. So stop trying to flip the narrative like we don't know what's going on. But that's why I want to give you guys a preempt to what's about to happen, because you're going to see this sort of manipulation in this conversation. And that's why we come here, because we're smart and we don't get caught up into rabbit holes. And we learn once we find out things, the way I just learned that tomorrow I'm flipping that thumbnail so that you guys can read it from left to right. Get them. Let's go. Thank you, guys. Now that's how we do it. We learn and we get better. We learn and we get better. Let's go.
Donald Trump's executive order ending federal diversity, equity, and inclusion, or DEI programs, retailers have followed suit.
Target, headquartered here in Minneapolis, is one of the companies that has announced it is changing course and ending its DEI goals. Fox 9's So-Young Kim joins us in studio tonight. And So-Young, the move by Target has drawn the attention of a Minneapolis City Council member with a message to shoppers.
Randy Kelsey, there's been a lot of reaction to Target's announcement. The 9th Ward Council member is urging people to avoid Target and support small businesses instead. Minneapolis-based Target announced.
No, they don't even go to Target. You go to small businesses. Yeah, right. Let me tell you something. There's more Targets than small businesses. So they trying to be on there. Oh, don't even deal with them now. Go somewhere else. I'd rather have my stuff in Target so I can get to more people and make more money. I ain't trying to please the minority with no crap. I'm not doing that. I'm in business to do business and make money. This is not about feelings.
Friday, it's starting the new fiscal year shaped around a new strategy. They're calling it Belonging at the Bullseye. In it, actions include...
So they changed the diversity inclusion title. They're changing the whole program. And this is what they're changing it to this name right here. And I appreciate this, because now things are going to be merit-based and they're going to take certain things off of the job applications where they're trying to let's stack the minorities in order to fulfill our DEI requirements so that we can be accepted and get whatever. Get that crap out of here. Get my bags, meet me at the airport, and I might be there.
Minneapolis-based Target announced Friday it's starting the new fiscal year shaped around a new strategy. They're calling it Belonging at the Bullseye. In it, actions include ending its 3-year diversity, equity, and inclusion goals, ending all external diversity-focused surveys, and evolving its supplier diversity team to supplier engagement. It's one of several retailers announcing they're rolling back or ending
Yeah.
DEI programs,
Yeah.
joining some of the largest brands in the country, including Walmart, Amazon, and McDonald's.
I was thinking about this yesterday, guys. Let me ask you a question. Let's break it all down the way that we do it when we do parties. We do Republican, we do Independent, and we say Democrat, right? And I might be wrong, there might be more, I don't know, I'm sorry. And let's do it by gender now, right? Let's do it by what they're trying to do, right? Male, female, he, she, he, whatever, right? So now, what gender doesn't force, what gender forces their beliefs on you, and what genders don't force their beliefs on you? You don't see people out here walking around with a big shirt that say M-A-N on the front. Man, we should be man. Man. Everybody man. We've never done that. Women have never came out and been like, women this and then, until, women power, independence. And that's just trying to gain a position in the world. And we get that. But they've never went so far with their gender to push it on you as what new genders trying to do? Trans, broken wristed click, advertise like crazy. Oh, gay this and this month and pride this. They done took the flag from us, yo. They took the flag. I'm sorry, the rainbow. They took the rainbow from us. Little kids love the rainbow. I loved the rainbow when I was a little kid. Butterfly in the sky. I can go twice this high. Take a look. It's in a book. The Reading Rainbow. I love rainbows. Now, man, get that thing away from me. I ain't messing around with no rainbow. Get that up out of here. I'm good. Rainbow. Man, listen. Messing around with no rainbow. They push it on you. We don't do that. Like, again, you don't see, man, hey, come here. Why are you walking like that? You should be man. You should da-da-da. And you know what I'm thinking? We should start doing that. The same way they want to empower their broken wristed clickness and LGBTQFRXLMNOP. We should be out here like, when they do their thing, man. Just walk up and be like, man. And then women too. And just tear it up, because y'all fine as hell. Women ain't no joke. And y'all really what they trying to be. Y'all walk up and be real women and have y'all purses and be on some, and then just, you know what I'm saying, how y'all, and then looking at them like, don't you wish you could be what we really are? And then just get up out of there. Bam. The problem is y'all helped them. And y'all was the ones that championed it. And that's why y'all gonna be mad at me. Women are gonna be mad at me. Every time you saw all of this broken wristed inclusionness, it was a lot of women pushing it. Oh, my gay friend, my this, my that. You don't never see no man talking about their broken wristed friend, championing him. No, if anything, that's my boy. That's what he do. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I ain't really rocking with him like that. And we let that be known. You can do whatever you want to do. But even, no, y'all, oh, that's my friend, whatever like that. And then when they got position, what did they do? When the broken wristed clique got position, boop, they kicked y'all out the car. Left y'all on the side of the road getting up like, what happened? That's what happened. And now y'all like, oh my God, what is it? And then they coming out here switching mad hard, got the extra meat muscle everywhere else, and trying to outdo y'all. Y'all helped them, because we sure didn't.
Other major corporations, including Costco, Apple, and JP Morgan, are defending DEI policies.
Yeah, I might take my money up out of Chase now, because now it's like, why you still clicking with that, homie? I might have to go over to TD or something like that. No, I don't like that, Chase. Y'all gonna have to get up off of that too. Everybody need to get up out of that, because why are we championing that? And another thing, like I said, when I get on the train, if I ever take the train, I look to the left, I see the little television monitor. They got the pride flag and all this stuff going on over there. Why are you promoting that to me? Again, why is there no man advertising over there or no real woman? Like, It's y'all trying to feed us this crap. You're trying to teach this, ingrain it into the children, and make us weaker by making more people broken wristed. Straight up, don't care what you call me. Get my bags. Meet me at the airport. I might be there.
Announcing they're rolling back or ending DEI programs, joining some of the largest brands in the country, including Walmart, Amazon, and McDonald's. Still, other major corporations, including Costco, Apple, and JP Morgan, are defending DEI policies. There's been a lot of reaction to companies announcing where they stand on the matter. In a written statement, Minneapolis council member of the 9th Ward, Jason Chavez, calls Target's actions harmful and urged people to shop local instead. This isn't the first time Target has been faced with tough decisions publicly. The retailer faced intense backlash over pride displays in 2023, which led to the decision to remove some merchandise in stores. We took a look at Target's latest sales trends that may provide some context for the company's evolving direction. Just days before announcing its new Belonging at the Bullseye strategy, Target Corporation provided a holiday sales update pointing to positive momentum. During November and December combined, total sales grew nearly 3% over the prior year. The retailer also noted record high sales for both the Black Friday and Cyber Monday promotional periods. And in its fact sheet, Target says they are constantly listening, learning, and adjusting in every area of their business.
So they basically eliminated that chapter, and I got to give them a thumbs up for that. And now they just basically doing this, putting their hand on top of little brother head and letting them swing till he get tired. Like, yeah, you all right? You finished? You go take your little butt to sleep. Get out of here. We ain't doing that no more. New day, new sheriff in town. Get all that broken wristed click out of here. If I can't champion man, I don't want to hear nothing about what y'all got going on either. Peace. Real talk. Now we got another thing that's going on, and I thought that, I'm thinking that we're going to be able to deal with this really soon. We talked about this yesterday. Let me see what we're doing up in here with these likes, y'all. We got about 499 people in the building. That means y'all appreciate the content. What I'm going to ask is that you double tap that screen so that we get them likes up to 80. When we get the likes up to 80, I don't stop no more. I just keep on going. Yeah, I see a lot of people bounced on that. When y'all be leaving, that be wild funny. Like, well, I don't want to, so I'm gonna leave. I like when that happens, because then the next thing comes up and it's a smoker and everybody comes right back. Because we got him in the clip. We got him in the clip, y'all. See what y'all talking about down here. Let's see what y'all talking about down here. Get some of y'all comments out. Good. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Again, let me start this off again by saying I am my own moderator. I am the worst troll that I know. So if you got jokes, they better be better than mine, especially if they're about this big old head. That's one thing I'm just going to tell you ahead of time. Number two, try to be respectful. Don't start no beef in there, because I don't want to be the reason why y'all got no drama going on. We come here for entertainment. We come here to get information, to gather information, and to make smart decisions on what we plan to do. So let's read some of you guys' comments, because I like to do that and see what you guys have going on. So you too can be Gilsney, I guess. Ron Main, no, I'm not. Diamond, what's that? Quanvas, religion indeed. Peter Karlaftes, well, I have a master's and he's right. Thank you, sir. Thank you. So I really appreciate that. If you're talking about I'm right and you got a master's, that's dope. Unless you're talking about somebody else, then it's still dope. This means that they know what they're talking about. Make crack great again. Big Hawk, you are crazy. That was funny. Can't even front. Dane, sadly, the only options you have, unless you're a farmer, is to grow all of your own stuff. Is Publix, Walmart, Major, Target, wholesale foods, and that's the only way we can eat. Real talk, said TJ Basin. Unknown, not an option. Do you want me to go into a woman's bathroom or a man's? I'm a transgender man. No, I don't want you to go into there. You should go into a man's bathroom, especially if you're packing a Mac in the front of the act. And you still holding that. Yeah, no doubt you definitely do. And you're scaring little girls and stuff like that. And it's just causing a whole bunch of extra drama, straight up and down. I don't like that. I don't like when you guys do stuff like that. I also don't like when I see transgenders performing all of those sachet and those whatever stuff in front of children. I don't like stuff like that. You're not giving those children a chance to figure out what sex is about. And you're actually steering them in the wrong direction because they could be thinking that that's what's supposed to be, and it's not. So if y'all got any problems like that with me, again, kick a rock for a block. Somebody else will come and take your place because God loves us, especially the good ones. So all we want to do is take care of each other and make sure everybody's doing good. And you see the smile on my face? I really mean it. I really do want you guys to be happy, and I want us all to make it. I don't want us to be stressed out here and hurting and all of that. No, I want us to do well. That's why I do this show. Where we at right now, y'all? Oh man, this is terrible. Woo! All right. This here, not really liking it, but I told you guys about it, but let me get this out the way. This is the food situation that we have, and I talked about it a few times, but yes, again, I'm thinking that the food prices are going to go down because we've got a new president. He's only been in office for a few weeks. Let's hope that this drill baby drill and this energy situation that they're working on gets us out of this slump that we're in and gets these food prices down. We're still trying to get a bag of potato chips down to at least 99 cents, man. Come on. We want a bag of potato chips back to 99 cents, period. That's what we're going for.
Because you likely feel it every time you go to the grocery store. Higher food prices, especially for eggs and meat. Now, a New Jersey lawmaker wants a federal investigation into the rising food costs. News 4 consumer reporter Linda Baquero is live in Fort Lee with the details for us. Linda?
Yeah, and shoppers here at this family-owned market tell me they are frustrated with the rising cost of groceries. The U.S. Labor Department saying prices overall are up 2% year over year, and consumers are crying foul at the dramatic jump in egg prices after another outbreak of bird flu. Buying a cut of meat will cut a bigger chunk out of your wallet. Prices are now up 10%, and a bird flu outbreak is driving the cost of eggs up more than 30%, with the USDA expecting prices to rise another 20% this year. This Fort Lee resident tells us he can't save money because of the high cost of groceries.
Inflation is very high, and prices are going up every day.
One thing I want to tell you guys about, be careful when you're buying bananas. Don't even buy a whole bushel of bananas anymore. Buy 2. Because if you buy 6, by tomorrow, all of the rest of them joints is brown. I don't know if you guys experienced that, but fruit is just out of here. The flavor don't taste the same. Tastes all fake. You don't taste like the flavor in it. What are they giving us? What are they doing? Anybody else experience that with the bananas? How you buy 5 or 6 bananas and 1 or 2 days later, all brown?
Passo's Fairway Market in Fort Lee, legislative proposals to fight back, especially on the cost of meat. New Jersey Congressman Josh Gottheimer partly blaming collusion.
The 4 largest meat producers and processors in the country control 85%
They are
of the
weird.
market.
And they
Today
got
he announced a bill aimed at investigating prices on meats.
That will direct the U.S. Department of Agriculture or the USDA to appoint a special investigator to strictly enforce price-fixing laws.
You set up.
I will do it. I will do it. I will do it. You guys want to write in? You want to write in? I will be a beast on this. I swear to God, I will. Y'all will love me. They'd be like, yo, how did Boogotti get the potato chips down to 50 cents? And they busting out the top of the bag. Yeah, because I'm going straight to the potato chip spot. Yeah, let me see what y'all got going on. Oh, no. Okay. Less salt. There we go. Okay, let's keep this going. Okay, chips. Okay, drop them in. Okay, fries. So you get rid of that salt. Let's get some seasoned salt in here. Ocean sea salt. That's right. Okay, get that out of here. Crazy ass oil y'all using. Get that out of here. Come on, get this good stuff in here. That'll be me. Go ahead and let them know. I will be the one. I'm as anal as you want. I'm not even playing with you. I'll be in there acting a fool. Potato chips will be down. Tomatoes will taste the same again. Bananas won't be messing up, all of that. No, and if they bad, get them out of here. Don't even let them come into the country. Why are we buying oranges that you can't even peel right? You used to be able to peel the rind off the orange. Now chunks is falling off. Like, what is this? Like, what's going on with food? What are they feeding us? The wheat doesn't taste the same. You buy a cake or like one of the little treats or something like that, you eat it. There's like a line or a hint of something that just don't taste right. Anybody else experience this with food now? Anybody experiencing this? Like, what's going on? Yeah, somebody smart. Look at Diamond. She said, I'm moving to the country. She's going to make her own food. I be cutting up my own potatoes and everything. I cut my own potatoes to make my own French fries now. Like real talk. Real talk. Look, Judah said hell yeah. Isaac said yes. He understands the same thing he's dealing with. And look at that. Food is fine in the UK. Why they feeding us this garbage then? What's this Dane said? And I'm wondering if you buy your poles shifting or whatever going on and temperature changes on the earth, is that part of the changes? All right, I like this person right here because he's saying something that I've been thinking for the last year, and every day I'm thinking about this, but nobody's paying attention to us, Dane. Why are they not paying attention to us, Dane? Why are they not paying attention to us, Dane? I'm in New York. We getting less snow. The snow that we get is fake. Yes, Dane, you're right. What's up with TJ Bassey? Yeah, the oranges are trippy. Look at that. The oranges are trippy. Look at that. Absolutely. Yes, on the bananas, I grow them in my backyard. Oh, you lucky, Momo Step. You lucky. You could make your own fruit, and you know what you're putting in your body. That's fire. That taste is the preservation of prepared food and breads. Jonathan Amador. That line, that weird taste, that hint of whatever. Jonathan Amador said the taste is the preservatives on prepared foods and breads. That's what it is. Because all of the preservatives are the same and everything tastes the same. Even if it's pancakes, it got the crazy taste behind it. If it's like the waffles, come on now. You know, we're not supposed to be eating those Eggo waffles, right? But those ain't even the same. They break up like a piece of sponge or something now. It's crazy. Guys, again, I appreciate you guys. We got about, 233 people in the building. We got 66 likes. Come on, double tap that screen and let everybody know what we're doing. I know a lot of people dropping off, heading into work, doing what they got to do, but we still here doing our thing. And now we're going to get to another situation where this elderly man loses $435,000 in a hole scam. They said he had a hole in the ceiling, and they robbed this elderly man of over $435,000. What I want you guys to do is be careful, especially if you have elderly family members. Be careful, because a lot of these schemes that I've been telling you guys about throughout this week have been targeted towards the elderly. Watch what this fake construction company guys tried to do. Watch what they tried to do to this older guy. And they actually, I'm gonna just tell you straight up and down, they got caught. They got caught. Let's go.
Now in federal prison, and the family of one of the victims hopes their story could prevent this from happening to someone else. KOMO's Jeremy Harris is live for us with this story. And Jeremy, the amount of money taken in this scam, absolutely staggering.
Yeah, Michelle, easily into the millions, according to prosecutors who say this pair of brothers went around the Northwest looking for people to rip off with their construction scam. A man from Shoreline tells me he can't believe that he fell for it, and he hopes his story will serve as a warning to others. It started as a knock at the door.
He didn't ask, he just told me what I needed doing.
Two men telling the victim, David, his roof had a hole in it and his foundation needed repair.
Did they pressure you into doing a lot of this stuff? It was all pressure.
David asked us not to show his face as he recounted the pushy tactics of brothers Patrick and Matthew McDonough.
I just am surprised at myself how easy it was for them to talk me into it.
For weeks, the McDonoughs kept asking.
It ain't your fault though, G. It ain't your fault, man. They are so brazen and so crazy out here, you know, and you probably believe them, man. So it ain't your fault, man. I'm just hurt that they got you for your bread. Like, real talk. That sucks.
For weeks, the McDonoughs kept asking David for money.
The excuse for the money was because they needed to get the materials.
But instead, prosecutors say the men were cashing the checks and pocketing the money. The scheme went on for weeks until David's daughter found out.
He goes, yeah, last check of $19,000 and the whole total amount of around $450,000. And I lost it. I mean, I had to put my phone on mute so he wouldn't hear me crying. And went to my husband and I was like, Dad's been completely taken advantage of. This is not right.
Police and the FBI got involved. They clawed back around half the money that David paid, and charged the McDonoughs in federal court.
No telling how many people that they would have victimized had they not been caught. There were a lot of red flags once he actually shared the story. He just had the roof redone 2 years ago.
The feds connected the McDonough brothers to at least 4 victims in Washington and Oregon with similar stories about pushy tactics and demands for money.
Pretty much started doing stuff before I, gave permission, really.
Phone records show the men called David constantly, always with a story about needing more.
It can happen to anyone.
There's now a sign on.
Talked to you guys about this yesterday. For some reason, when scammers know that you got money, they don't just say, you know what, he got $1 million. Let me take 10,000. Let me get 100,000. No, they go for all of your money. They have no remorse. And then they come again and they send another person. Hey, I ripped them off. So you try to get some money too. When they know that you have money, it's like a school of piranha at a piece of meat. They just keep on going, keep on going, keep on going until there's nothing left. You guys, again, 406 people in the building. I'm going to play the rest of this video so you guys can see the outcome of it. Double tap the screen to let everybody know what we're doing and that you appreciate the content. I don't see no snaps on the coffee over there, but as long as I'm getting double taps on the likes, that's good enough to let the notifications come out, let everybody know that we're working over here at 7 o'clock in the morning, and they show the appreciation for all of the work that I'm doing. Thank you guys, and I appreciate that. So let's get those likes up. Let's just double tap that fist right there. Boop, boop with that fist bump, and let's keep on going. Thank you. Let's go.
On David's door with a warning, saying the last solicitors who came here ended up in federal prison.
Ask somebody for.
So they put this on their father's door. I know he ain't had nothing to do with this. Homegirl came back to her pop's crib and she was like, you know what? From anybody knocking on his door, you got to read this first.
David constantly, always with a story about needing more.
It can happen to anyone.
There's now a sign on David's door with a warning, saying the last solicitors who came here ended up in federal prison.
Ask somebody for help. Ask somebody, hey, is this a legitimate company that you...
Wait a minute, what does that say? I want to read it to y'all because I thought you didn't read it all, homie. You got to read what the sign says. I want the people to see it. The sign says, the last solicitors who came here ended up in federal prison, comma, not joking. Do not knock or ring the doorbell. Move along. Family and invited friends always welcome. And yeah, she ain't playing no more about her pops. Go on, girl, get her.
Ask somebody, hey, is this a legitimate company that you've heard of before you let them do any sort of work. And one of the really fast...
There is major money in these scams that target seniors. Just here in the state of Washington, $88 million were lost by seniors through scams in 2023. As for the McDonough brothers, well, they're both now starting their federal prison term. It's going to be 18 months. They are from Ireland, and the federal prosecutors say they expect both brothers to be deported as soon as their prison term is up.
I still don't see that as a good situation. All right, let me see. I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna read the comments, right? I'm going to see why people also don't think that that was a good idea. Only 18 months and they're going to Ireland once they get deported. Why is that a bad thing? 18 months only. They only got half the money back and they're going to get deported to Ireland. Why do you think that I would say that that's a bad thing? Somebody says, saying our country ain't they ain't got nothing to do. Most people around the world are happy Trump's back. All right, check this out. I'm gonna tell y'all why I think that that's a bad thing. Because now they get the money that they probably already wired to their country and they only got to do 18 months. So they made like millions of dollars committing crimes in the United States. They got a slap on the wrist getting 18 months. And by the time they get home, that money's sitting in a bank account. That's why I don't think that that was a good situation. I agree with deportation. Coco, they're actually scared. Mr. Good Citizen, yes, they are, and you don't like him, but you're in the minority now. Okay, you're talking about something else. All right, y'all, next story. Here we go. We got Detroit Popeyes. Ugh, this one is disgusting. That's why I don't eat meat and I don't eat out. Definitely ain't eating out at no Popeyes. Detroit Popeyes is still closed after a viral video went crazy, and the manager of this Detroit Popeyes has also gotten fired I want to let you guys see what's going on at Popeyes in Detroit, get you an idea if you want to keep on eating there.
Disgusting video shot inside of a Popeyes on the east side.
The franchise owner has fired 2 people, including the manager who was on duty at the time.
7 Action News reporter Kimberly Craig has been talking to the health department today. And Kim's, is that Popeyes still closed?
Yes, Glenda and Dave, all day today they've remained closed. Again, they were also closed yesterday, as you'll remember, but employees have been coming and going, and so have city inspectors.
This TV open all day. They got chicken in the tea. I swear to God, there's chicken in the tea. I'm not even lying.
After Shakita Jones went live on Facebook to document the rather unsettling and unsanitary conditions inside this.
Now that's an advertisement for you right there. Have a creepy crawly go right next to your Popeyes box. Could you imagine? And we probably don't even know what's going on inside of these restaurants and these places. Woo! Disgusting.
Popeyes, we've learned the franchise owner has fired the manager who was on duty and another employee. Jones says she had only been working here for about 3 weeks when she had had enough and took the video before she quit.
Look at
How old is this Grease? How old is this Grease? When I filled out the application, it didn't say we had roaches, you gotta kill them, you have to step on them. It didn't say that you would be in a dirty environment. It didn't say your manager was gonna be calling you out your name, acting like he was. It didn't say no.
So basically what they did was they got a bad franchise owner who basically let the manager run a franchise any way that she wanted to. As you can see that they were not coming to check up on the place. And even if they were checking up on the place, they weren't stern about cleanliness and about making sure that the place was clean. The oil inside of that fryer looked like it had been sitting there for weeks. And it had been just murky with other French fries just in the back of it, sitting there. And it wasn't even hot grease because the fries was just there floating. And that's disgusting. As far as the chicken and iced tea, that's probably from them putting something in the top of it or whatever like that, going over the top. And you don't see it in there until you open the top. And they probably ladling whatever out or whatever. Again, because people are not paying attention to what's going on in this place. I don't eat out at all. I don't think that you guys need to too. Real talk. I don't trust this fast food crap.
None of that type of stuff. It didn't say you had dead flies in the ice.
Today, the Popeyes on Gratiot near 7 Mile remain closed with workers hired to tidy up outside and inside. Inspectors with the City of Detroit's Buildings and Safety Department on site to assist the health department as they continue their investigation. A spokesperson for the health department says management at this Popeyes location is fully cooperating and has agreed to voluntarily remain closed until all priority violations are in compliance.
Management should be fired. There should be massive fines. What do you mean you agree? If you agree, you should have had it done in the first place. So now what they got to do, keep on coming to this place to make sure that you're keeping it up to par? That's disgusting. Fire this person. Get somebody in there to be a better manager.
Disgusting. Doesn't make any sense. People shouldn't have to come to restaurants and expect this at all.
And we did expect the health department's report, including their findings, to be released today, but we're now told that report may not be out until the end of the week. We will certainly...
Anytime you guys go to a restaurant and you see that they have a C, turn around and leave. A C means that they have they've been given time to correct all of the issues that the health department found, whether it's mice droppings or roaches. So y'all remember that anytime you see a C, see them later and get up out of there. You're only looking for A's if you're gonna eat at a restaurant. And also, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention. Look at the sign that's on the new sign that's on the McDonald's door, letting you guys know that that's not real food. It's all GMO and it's really not good for you. It's actually, it's right on the doors now. They had to put it there because the FDA made them put that information out, which is another reason why what someone said about United Kingdom and in London, they don't eat our food. They don't take our food. No other country really takes our food in for import export. We just have this terrible food that we're eating. food tastes better at home, real food. That's right, Sarah. That's right. What OG said. OG Green Machine said, I used to eat Popeyes. No more. Yeah. Look at this. Dane said, fucking sickening. It's crazy. Don't eat that crap. Eat at home and save your money too and know what you're eating. But also make sure that the food that you're buying is official, because look at what these supermarkets are doing. Changing the dates on food. You can't trust nobody anywhere, you know. So I don't mind everybody to be conspiracy theorists, especially when it's something that you have to put in your body. Real talk. We got a situation here where the NYPD is joining forces with the MTA to try to crack down on ghost plates, because they got a lot of ghost plates out here with people going through tolls and stuff like that. They might have seven cars with the same plates, because what's going on now is they go on the internet and they just download them. We had a very weak police force here in New York. I could tell you that honestly. They weren't cracking down on a lot of stuff because they now have to pay for their own mistakes, their own legal in situations like that. So they walk away from a lot of stuff. So it had been people had been taking advantage of that. So the ghost plates, you know, going on an internet copy and making Xerox copies of plates, they were doing that, you know, crazy last year. So now they're just cracking down on that. Also, we all smart. We know why. They want to make sure that they're getting their money when those cars come in those tolls, as well as the congestive pricing areas. So they want that bread. So yes, the MTA and the NYPD joined forces to crack down on the ghost plates that's going on in New York. Let's see what's going on with that, guys.
Agencies, including the MTA and the NYPD, joining forces to look for vehicles with ghost plates entering the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel today.
Fox 5's Linda Schmidt joins us live from Carroll Gardens with the very latest. Linda, what have you seen so far?
Yeah, well, we've seen a couple of arrests here today, that's for sure. Now, the NYPD telling me that this is about getting criminals and unsafe drivers off the road. The MTA saying that there have been at least 6 arrests today, including one driver who had 2 open warrants. And I want you to take a look over my shoulder. This is something that just went down about 20 minutes ago. There was a driver of a car here, which is about to get towed away, who tried to get around this checkpoint, and he ended up getting arrested. And he was put into an NYPD van, and now he is on his way to a precinct.
Yo, y'all ever get to a checkpoint and thinking, should I reverse? They waiting for that. I used to do that all the time. There was this one location on 23rd Street. Every time we wanted to go to the club downtown, we would make a mistake and do this every single time. You ride down the block, and on 6th Avenue, instead of going straight, because you can't make rights on 6th, we would make that right. And as soon as you make the right, they got you. Checkpoint. Better not be dirty or have nothing in the car, because you're going. So I know about checkpoints, y'all, especially here in New York. And that is in New York,
where he is going to be undergoing processing. Now go ahead and take a look at the video here. This is an interagency operation consisting of the NYPD, the MTA police, and state police. They are cracking down on drivers who have license plates that are either obstructed, covered up, altered, or they don't have a plate at all. The NYPD says this is the 65th time that they have done this since last March, and the whole purpose here is to crack down on the ghost plates and get them off the road. Now, the MTA says there have been at least 6 arrests today, including a man who was accused of having a fake New Jersey license plate, a suspended registration, and unpaid tolls and parking tickets. His car was also seized.
From the PD standpoint, this is a threat to our public safety and traffic safety. That's the origination or why we established this interagency task force. So that's our focus. It's not, as some would make it, this is about congestion pricing or central.
Yeah, why you say it though? Why you say it though?
This isn't toll enforcement. This is enforcement of individuals that are a threat to our safety.
Ghost plates are not just a toll problem, right? These people are also, evading school cameras, speed cameras, and they're also committing crimes in our city. When you look at the arrest numbers that we've gotten, in 2024, there's some pretty serious criminals that we've, captured here, via these ops. So we need to get the people who are covering their plates and don't want to be discovered.
So y'all, if y'all was out there covering your plates and not trying to be discovered, they on y'all. If you put a little bit of dirt on that on that 1 to make it look like a 7, they on to y'all. So be careful out there, y'all. And guess what? It's time to laugh. It's time to be jolly. It's time to kick somebody's butt, to kick someone's back in. We got a funny situation right here that, woo! With all of the drama and stuff that's going on, there's always time for a laugh, for a joke, just for a chuckle. And I want to say that I try to search. I always try to find something funny for you guys, to try to say something to make you laugh, to try to enlighten your day so that you can remember that and take that with you for the rest of your day. I hope you guys appreciate it because it's a big deal to me, because the way that you feel and the way that you walk out your house, it just enlightens your day, and it can make or break your day. So with that being said, it's time to laugh. And I'm just gonna say it straight up and down. It's time to laugh. You understand sometimes when Hispanic people don't really understand our language and they think that one word might mean something else? Well, here's a perfect example. Because in Las Vegas, an ice cream truck was mistaken for an ice truck. And the man said, "I'm just the ice cream man." So can you imagine somebody coming up the block with an ice cream truck and the people think that's ice? Oh my God, the border, and everybody's running. This happened in Las Vegas. I ain't making it up. And here we go. Hope you guys appreciate the content and you find it good, because here we go.
No ice-related activity here, but that's not We know of no ice-related activity here, but that's not stopping a wild rumor spreading involving an ice cream truck.
8 News Now investigator David Charles live in studio, tracking down the truck and its driver. And David, he's not happy.
No, he is not. And what happened here shows how
You're not happy, but your truck looked like Popo. Come on, dog. His truck, it says Ice Cream Patrol. Look at that. Like, what are you talking about, dog?
Some in our community are on edge about these impending arrests. You can't spell out ice cream without the word ICE, or in this case, the acronym for the agency leading these arrests, Immigration and Customs Enforcement. And this afternoon, posts on social media are leading one business owner to give us the scoop.
ICE and Border Patrol don't use trucks from 1985.
The federal government may not have a truck like Billy Settlemeyer's, and there's a good reason why.
I'm an ice cream man, that's it.
You heard that right. Settlemeyer's drives an ice cream truck that looks like a police vehicle. It's complete with a fake badge on the side. But look closely. In the Las Vegas Ice Cream Patrol may be home to more chocolate bars than metal ones.
I wanted to build something creative for my community. Nice and clean and approachable, safe for kids. That's it.
But some on social media didn't take a minute to think before posting a video of the truck and starting a rumor that, for Settlemeyer's, wasn't too sweet.
Basically, be on the lookout. Las Vegas is using ice cream trucks as cover to catch illegal aliens.
The post quickly going viral. But as Settlemeyer's parked his truck near Lake Mead and Jones on Monday, the only ice here was the one with cream.
Have you ever had this problem before?
No, not at all. People will ask me if I am law enforcement or ex-law enforcement. I'm a mechanic. I built a truck.
The truck even says there's no law enforcement affiliation, but Settlemeyer says the damage is already done.
I feel like kind of like a target. The people.
So yeah, man, they look at it like you down with the ice click, man. So yeah, sorry, sir, but you might have to change your design. I mean, you're a designer, you do that, that's what you do. So hopefully he'll come up with a better concept that'll make the people more, want to approach him more. make them make a honest way of business. But to me, that was funny. That was funny to me. I don't know about y'all, but that was funny to me. Now we're gonna get to our title. The Inspector General that was fired by Trump. They have a warning for America. He actually fired 17 of them, and they have warnings for America about what they feel about their being fired. Well, one of them does, not all of them, just one of them. Let's see what he has to say, guys.
Decision to fire a number of inspectors general from over a dozen federal agencies. It happened in a Friday night purge, and it raises concern about the future of oversight in his administration.
It's a very common thing to do. Some people thought that some were unfair or some were not doing the job. And it's a first standard.
I know you guys can't hear that. So it says some people thought that some were unfair or some were not doing their job. It's a very standard thing to do.
Do you plan to bring your own people in those positions, Mr. President?
They're not my people. I don't know anybody that would do that.
Do you plan to bring your own people in for those positions, Mr. President? He said, no, they're not my people, and I don't know anybody that would do that. But well, people, and that would be very good.
The fired inspectors general were meant to serve as independent government watchdogs, a check against fraud, waste, or abuse of power. Though Trump, who fired a handful of inspectors general during his first term, says it is, quote, common practice, the scale of Trump's purge has not been seen since Ronald Reagan dismissed 15 IGs on his first day in office in 1981.
Also getting the axe were the 15 inspector generals. They were the targets of candidate Reagan, who accused them of not doing enough to eliminate government waste. They'll be replaced, in the words of White House press spokesman James Brady, with people who are meaner than a junkyard dog when it...
So I guess this has happened before, and they're just trying to shed light on it, probably because it's Trump. But the reason why they went back to reflect to Reagan is to show that this has actually happened before. What's good, y'all? See y'all saying, what's up, Unc? How you doing over there? What's good? Tristan Wilson, how you doing? Double tap the screen, let them know that I'm here, let them know that y'all like the content. Let's keep it going, y'all.
Comes to ferreting out waste, fraud, and corruption.
Democrats warning that these firings are not going to cut government waste as promised.
The American people, if we don't have good and independent inspector generals, are going to see the swamp refill. They're going to see...
And joining us now is one of the inspectors general dismissed by Trump on Friday, Mark Greenblatt. He was the inspector general of the Department of Interior. Sir, thanks very much for being here.
Well, thank you for having me on. Yeah.
Can you explain how you learned about this? What happened on Friday?
So Friday night, I got an email on my work phone, and I checked it, and on there was it said White House notification, and I knew that can't be good. In the prior Trump administration, President Trump had removed 2 inspectors general, both of which were on Friday nights, and so those were Friday night, it was Friday night massacres at that time, and so to get an email from the White House saying White House notification on a Friday night at 7:30, I knew that couldn't be good, and so I opened it up, and there was a 2-sentence email from the Director of Presidential Personnel that said, in light of changing priorities, you are terminated from your position at the Department of the Interior effective immediately, and thank you for your service.
So have you had a chance to clean out your office?
No, actually, my email has been cut off, and I don't know what's going to happen with my things. I was there for 5.5 years.
That's messed up right there, though. At an office somewhere for 5.5 years, you can't go back and pick your stuff up. I mean, what they gonna do? Just box this stuff up and put a zip, 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 and ship it back to him in the mail? That's crazy. They're trying to say that he's trying to eliminate certain oversights. What do you guys feel about this? What do you guys think about these inspector generals getting fired? Here we go. We got Mark Avius. Trump will get his very own Luigi sooner than later, inshallah. Ooh, I ain't say that, I just read it. Rob Dunn, terminated, dang. John says he knows that he knows that the government needs to be on notice to actually do their job. Oh, I got you. So what you're trying to say is he's riling things up to make people do their job, John. That's what you're saying? James said Trump #1. GM, easier for the fox to rob the henhouse, says GM. Nick Bowman says, yeah, dummy, he should be, and defo shouldn't be left back in. Jingo says, oh, they going back and forth. Mark about to have the Secret Service pay him a visit. Oh, yeah, right? What you talking about? How you talking about the president like that? Let me holler at you for a second. Musa said, nice. John said, absolutely, bro. Paul, what's that? Waldeck, they must not have been doing their jobs. Phantom 75 said they don't need their job if they aren't doing it, so stop paying. You mean the people that probably weren't even going to work? Is that what, how about this? Is there another side to this story? Is this the people that was like not really coming to work and not wanting to come back? I don't know. You guys listen, we're gonna look into that and we're gonna see. But I want to let you hear a couple of his warnings and a couple of things that he's gonna try to say about what their job is. And some people said that too. You know, the fox is there's nobody left to guard the hen house. And he's basically, they're trying to say that inspector generals guard the hen house. That's what they meant in that comment.
And so we'll see.
You were appointed by Donald Trump or named to this position by Donald Trump back in 2019. Do you have any sense of why he would put you on this list?
No, I don't know. And all that was stated was the changing priorities in that email, which I understand the other IGs who were removed, the 17 or 18 of us, were still sifting through the rubble, frankly, to find out how many IGs were removed. But as far as I know, all of us got essentially the same email that said changing priorities.
Well, because I mean,
that's why when they said 17 and he said the other 17, he must be number 18. There might be more. That's why I put 20 and I left it, because it could be up to 20 people that got fired yesterday. But you guys know about the topic. I'm sure you understand what's going on here. And again, if there's any more details as far as about who they replace these people with, I'm going to keep you guys posted. Guess what we got going on right now, though? Right now, we got the 5. And Colombia, you remember Colombia was talking about, no, don't send our immigrants back. We're not taking them. We're not taking them. We don't want to hear nothing you got to say. Keep them. Guess what? Once Trump said, how about 25% tariffs on your coffee? Colombian coffee. Yeah. Does Juan Valdez okay that? Let me know if Juan Valdez says it's okay for me to put 25% tariffs on your Colombian coffee. My friend was like, yeah, he got that phone call and was like, I think we need to go ahead and let these guys come back in, because everybody drinks coffee. Everyone loves Colombian coffee. And yeah, we need our bread. So all of a sudden, dun, 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 Colombia has changed their position on receiving their illegal immigrants back. And here we go.
At any moment, President Trump about to give a speech to House Republicans in Doral, Florida. This is as they try to unify behind his very ambitious second-term agenda. And it's an agenda that's already causing shockwaves across the globe. Colombia's President Gustavo Petro quickly caving on his refusal to accept deportation flights from the United States after President Donald Trump threatened to slap a 25% tariff and other punitive measures. But Democrats are not fans of the Trump for tat. AOC is warning on X, quote, to punish Colombia, Trump is about to make every American pay even more for coffee. Remember, we pay the tariffs, not Colombia. And then The View.
Okay, so let's get to the bottom line of this. It didn't happen. The tariffs didn't go in play. The coffee's not going up. Just understand that. She just had to throw that out there. Because he said, let us get these immigrants back, Trump was like, okay, I'm not going to impose the tariffs. Don't worry about what AOC talking about. She's just trying to be on some what if type stuff. It could have been a what if, but it didn't happen. Just want to clear that up.
Anna Navarro, well, she added her 2 cents with this, saying, most of the flowers imported into the U.S. come from Colombia. Happy Valentine's Day, America.
So what we need to do in that case, since we know, we need to get on our flower production so that we can make more beautiful flowers and we can be able to sustain and make money, because we have dirt, we got fertilizer, we got some of the biggest land in the world. We can make our own flowers. Thanks for putting us up on point with that, Ana Navarro Caldenas.
So the media is also freaking out over Trump's tariff tango.
We're going to see this with a lot more countries, the use of tariffs as a, quote, opening bid in negotiations.
You can solve that easily with a phone call. You don't have to go up on Twitter and threaten, 25% tariffs or 50%.
Yes, you do. The reason you do is because Twitter has a much larger fan base and a much larger demographic. And now you're letting everybody in other countries know, yo, look at what he's doing in Colombia. Venezuela's like, da-da-da. No, we ain't doing no private calls. We putting this on blast So everybody that want to act up, y'all don't want to take y'all illegal immigrants back, get ready to pay some. Get ready to pay some money. And guess what? All of it worked. It all worked. When you do business, that's how you negotiate. You don't always get what you want, but you try to get as much as you want. And it seems like it's working. You guys got mad because you hired, you voted in a president that's a businessman and he's doing business. That's how it go. Business is business. What we got going on here? Democrats are the party of precision, weirdos, and foreigners. That's what, who said? Hooter, Texas said that. Mike Lefleur said so. Sherry said, karma. What Sherry said? Sherry said, karma to other countries. Nice try, Diddy. Glad I'm on the winning team, said Rob Dunn. Hooter, Texas says, perverts, foreigners, weirdos, and Democrats. Zenos Bardock said, right, he's using tactics. Exactly. Business and strategy tactics is what he's using. That's right. So all of this stuff where they're trying to fear and scare people, hey, take this illegal guy back that walked across, that you let out the jail, that was walking across like, oh, I can't wait till I get to the United States. I'm going to tear this up. I'm going to do this. And then when it come down to the money and everything, he was giving us the middle finger as he was walking. Don't care about they going to give me y'all money or I'm going to use up all y'all resources and all of that. So how they get back, I don't care. As long as they get back to where you come from.
Percent tariffs or whatever it is, everything he's doing is creating chaos and it's making the United States weaker in the world without making us safer.
It's not making you weaker. What you had prior, see, I'm not going to let people just get away with stuff like that, talking about president as well as the country and where we headed right now. It's not making us look weaker because if it was making us look weaker, how come when he said, if those hostages aren't freed by the time I get into office, it's going to be HE-double-L hockey sticks to pay. And next thing you know, oh, we didn't have problem with you, sir. Oh, we don't want problem. We always wanted to negotiate. Please take back the hostages. What can we do now? All of a sudden now, right? Don't get mad. Like Mike Tyson say, everybody want to be gangster. Everybody could fight until they get punched in the mouth. And then if Mike Tyson, think about it, Mike Tyson like this. Oh my God, people scared. I don't want to get hit. So whatever you need before you hit me with those, you got it. You won before you even put your hands up. That's how you negotiate. He even said it. He was like, they think I'm crazy. And that's a good thing for us. They don't know when I'm going to push the button. That's a good thing because they think I'm nuts. So how you going to negotiate with a person like that when you think you're crazy? And it's like, yo, it's crazy because he knows what President Trump knows what people think of him. They know that they think he's crazy. Told him Afghanistan people, he said, give me this to give him a picture. Gave the leader of the Taliban, gave him a picture. Said, oh, President Trump, why are you showing me this picture? This is my house. It's like, yeah, drones can hit that. But basically letting you know I'm giving you pictures of your house. That's how you do it. There's no such, who want to be weak in war and weak and you're a man. If you're a man, yeah, you step up and you let them know. If you come in my house acting up, messing with my children, messing with my animals, messing with my farm, messing with anything over here, you gonna get it. And there's nothing wrong with that. Let them know what they gonna get for messing around. Because a lot of times they be like, you know what? I ain't even messing with you. That's like when people try to rob a house and they got a dog in it. It don't matter if it's a chihuahua. He's making too much noise. Let's try another house.
Of action is not going to help them with countries like Cuba or Venezuela.
This isn't making us safer, but it is feeding red meat to Donald Trump's base.
Greg, watching this yesterday unfold, the news was over before it really even began. He caved so quickly that the headlines couldn't catch up.
It was beautiful. This reminds me of every criminal on Cops. You know, once the police officer breaks out the taser, the cocky bravado of the shirtless drunk suddenly turns to, I'm cooperating, I'm cooperating. It works because no one can call Trump's bluff because there are no bluffs given. You know, to paraphrase on that word.
Your boy said, I'm cooperating, because they don't want to get hit with that taser, with that flesh. Let me tell you something, flesh and the taser, flesh and tasers don't mix. They don't mix. And I'm gonna just give you guys a pre-warning. If you're in Atlanta, if you're in Chicago, if you're in Los Angeles, if you're in Miami, anywhere that you are, you feel like you want to help some people out. You might be driving down the road. You might see some people on the side of the road with some fruit. They might have some water. I'm gonna tell you like I always tell everybody else. What glitters is not always gold. Don't always fall for it. And sometimes when you want to help people, you wind up hurting yourself. Case in point, this gentleman was driving along in Atlanta. He saw some guys, some little kids selling water. He wanted to help them out. He decided to help them. Next thing you know, they robbed him, took his car, crashed it, stole his money, stealing money off his credit card, hitting his Bitcoin Cash App up, thousands of dollars already been stolen out of his account. Check this out. Don't stop for everybody, y'all. Don't always try to help people out, because you could fall a victim to what happened in Atlanta with these water boys who stole this man's phone, his money, and his car.
Kindness takes a wild turn when police say teens selling water stole a driver's phone and his Range Rover. Now, this is a story we first told you about Thursday. While police are searching for those suspects, tonight the driver is offering a cash reward for any information that leads to an arrest. Fox 5's Joy Dukes is live there in Midtown with more on this story. Joy, good evening.
Yeah, Eric, good evening to you. That driver tells us he was sitting at the light here on 10th Street when he saw that group of young men selling water and pulled out his phone to cash app them. Within seconds, one of them stole his phone. The other drove off in his car. And he says since then, they have managed to withdraw thousands of dollars from his accounts.
I just say don't roll down your windows, man. Just keep it going. It's not even worth it.
This Buckhead resident who did not want to be identified says rolling down his window Wednesday night at the site of Waterboy stationed at the 10th Street Highway exit ramp in Midtown felt right at the time.
It was like 3 of them. And like they had the whole get up too, man. They had like football helmets with them and everything like that.
But it was a decision that has cost him greatly.
They've tried to take out money like 3-4 times out my account from.
You're right about that. Even though you said it, there's ninjas and there's black folks. You're right. That's typical. Gotta say it. Typical ninjas will do something like this. Crazy.
$4 grand all the way to $6-7 grand.
Money from bank accounts.
They had the whole get up too, man. They had like football helmets with them and everything like that.
But it was a decision that has.
So look out for this too. They could be acting like they're part of a basketball team, a football team, just to get you to pull over. Like you thinking it's just the neighborhood kids trying to make some money to honest living. And next thing you know, you get caught up in something like this.
Cost him greatly.
They've tried to take out money like 3-4 times out my account from $4 grand all the way to $6-7 grand.
Money from bank accounts linked to the phone he says one of the teens snatched as he was in the process of sending them a few dollars for water.
But when I opened up my Cash App, they saw my balance had like almost 12 grand in there. Before he even finished telling me the full Cash App name, he grabbed it.
He tells Fox 5 when he hopped out of the car to get his phone, another teen hopped in and took off in his white Range Rover. Atlanta police say that joyride.
You should have took the keys when you got out at least, man, because that's the setup. One take one thing, next thing they take the other, and you on the road running and everything is gone. They don't even appreciate your car. It's not theirs, and so they crash it up somewhere trying to get away because they don't even drive like that. They're teens and they outside doing crazy nonsense. Crazy.
Ride ended about 4.5 miles away in southwest Atlanta. Neighbors recalled seeing a group of young men ditch the car after crashing it into a mailbox.
I was just shocked, man. I was just like, dang, like I didn't expect it from pretty much kids.
Even more shocking, he says, seeing them make multiple attempts to take money from his accounts in the last few days and successfully stealing $1,500. While the driver says his banks acted quickly in response to him reporting the theft, Cash App did not, and his business account there was compromised.
Because they changed all of my information.
He says he hopes they're caught soon and has plans to take them to court. Well, he's now offering a $1,500 reward for information that leads to an arrest.
They got him for a lot. Besides the money that they got him for, they messed up his business. They changed like his email address and everything associated with the business account so that they could alter and shift the money to somewhere else. That's what basically that was about. They did that so that they could have the money come into another card somewhere else, totally different, y'all. Y'all are, we're smart, so we can figure it out. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out how they did this. It's pretty sad, but it's true. Let me ask you guys a question. Besides myself, I don't know why, but have you guys wondered, what Kamala's been up to? Anybody here? Anybody at all wondering, wonder what Kamala's doing? We see that Joe's gone and, he's don't know his ass from his elbow. He's got on the plane and he's gone. We know he's gone. Going to spend up all the money that him and his son stole. So he's good. But has anybody wondered what's going on with Kamala? We haven't heard from her in a while. Anybody interested in knowing what's going on there? Let me see. She's been thinking about running again in 2028. Okay, that's what New Beginning said. We got Bud Aid that says Kamala is chilling with her white husband. Oh, okay. What we got here? New Beginning said, I heard she was giving speeches in various places. Junior, doing the same for the past 4 years she's been doing. Nope, I don't think about them at all. Well, I think you guys might want to, just take a little glimpse at what her and her husband has been doing. They've been out and about around the neighborhoods. They don't have any Secret Service or nothing like that for vice presidents, huh? Because it seems like people can just approach them anywhere. I guess when you done as the vice president, they just kick you out the building like, boop, get out of here. No security, no Secret Service, nothing that, huh? Because they was out shopping the other day buying food and people were approaching them asking for selfies and everything. Looks like she's just fell back into being a Californian. Check this out. For all you guys that were wondering what was going on with your former vice president, Kamala Harris and Doug Emhoff spotted grocery shopping as the VP transitions back to what? Civilian life. So as you guys can see here, her and her husband are in the shopping aisle. They're enjoying time together and they're making various purchases here. Notice this. As you can see, people are taking photos of them. They're noticing the photos. One gentleman comes and asks if she can take a photo with her. Doug finds that refreshing and smiles.
Who got in there?
They're looking for the barbecue sauce. I'm sorry. They're looking for flavoring for collard greens, I'm sure. So they're probably doing some collard green shopping right now. Doug is helping her, carry the bushel because they carry so much collard greens that they have to wash them in the tub. So as you can see, Kamala's coming up with her own collard green recipe. So right now they're researching collard greens, spices, and various things that they're going to be putting inside of her new dish. As you can see, she's got the picante here. She's got all the other various condiments that she's going to be using. So yes, I think that the Harris family is working on a secret recipe for collard greens. Y'all be on the lookout. Be careful, because it's about to happen. The best batch of collard greens you ever had that was washed in the tub.
How does it feel to be home, Ms. Harris? Thank you for your...
She said it feels good to be home when you know it's not true. She does not want to have on that hat. She's got that hat on to actually try to cover who she is. You know, the blue denim shirt, that's just basically like, whatever. Ain't like I gotta go to work nowhere, you know? And then these black pants and them sad penny loafers that she got on just basically tells, I don't even care anymore. Yeah, I don't even care. Whatever. And I'm telling you, whoever said that she's about to run for 2028, she better start doing something now. You know, go pet some puppies. You know, go kiss a whale. Free a sea lion. Do something that's going to get your name out. Because shopping for collard greens with Doug ain't helping. Because we not going to buy no collard greens from you, homegirl. Let me tell you that. Black people going to tell you straight up and down right now. I speak for black people. We don't want none of them washed in the tub collard greens. You can keep them. Feed them to Doug. He might like them.
your service.
Yes, and they thanked her for her service, which was very lack their luster because, like I said, I don't think she was I'm going to be honest with you guys. I just don't agree that Kamala Harris was a good vice president. And I do think that she would have been an even worse president. So with that being said, I hope you guys had a fantastic time here on Bugatti View. Our time is up, but like I always tell you, you could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. Go on over to the website and get some of the new merch. Those EST thick hoodies that you guys been seeing that dude style and profile on all morning. Got that nice drip on the sleeve right there. Yeah. And if you want, you can actually scan the QR code off my back and get this shirt if you like. Yes, probably one of the first people that did it. But yes, this QR code right there is clickable. If anybody want to get this shirt, anybody wants to get this work, you can. So, again, like I always tell you guys, it's phenomenal coming here. My day does not start until I come hang out with you guys. I'm going to be honest with you. If I was to get up at 6:05 and be like, oh my God, I missed Bugatti View, the rest of my day would be done. So just know that. So with that being said, you know I'm going to put some clips together for tomorrow. You know we're going to be locked and loaded. We're going to have another thumbnail up there. And the fact that I learned from y'all that I got to flip the thumbnail so that y'all can read it, I appreciate that. And I don't forget, that's the good thing about having a big head. See that? He got the whole world in his head. He got the whole world in his head. And with that being said, guys, I hope y'all have a fantastic day. Stay safe out there. Take care of your family. And like I always tell you, you could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. Get him! 1.